Hi Libra, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. Let's begin. And please like and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. Hope you're doing well. I'm very happy to be here for you guys today doing your reading. So let's find out from Archangel Michael, what does Libra most need to know today? We have be inspired. Be inspired. Alright, be inspired. Very wandish type of energy. Okay, the Ruin. Which Ruin wants to speak today? The Tarot Ruin, which is, it says, it's uncertain meaning, a secret matter, a mystery, hidden things and occult abilities, initiation, knowledge of one's destiny, knowledge of future matters, determining the future of your path. So be inspired because things are not very clear to you right now. So it's a matter of tapping into what makes you tick. What is it that would really inspire you? If you were to, reach for that particular goal or go on a specific path, journey. Wrong deck. Okay. Let's go with the, Judgment. That's receiving the initiation by the divine to make a decision, to answer the call. Call of a journey, the call of inspiring, motivating thing to pursue or way to go. Let's find out what clarifies judgment. All right, Libra. What clarifies judgment? We got 3 cards. We have got the 5 of Swords. 17, which is the star. Yes. 17 is the star, the major arcana, right? That's 17, yep. And then the Fool. Ha! Wow. So we got some inspiration going on here. Okay. So we have the Fool. We have the 5 of Swords. She's like, off with your head, carrot. Off with your head. You're going to be sliced up right now because that's just the way it's got to be. Alright, so wish fulfillment, that's the star energy. Fool, that's having a new beginning. I mean, all signs point to something that is not clear to you, but that's something that you're feeling inspired to do, to go after. To do and go after. Okay, maybe it's somebody that you want to have a relationship with, romantically. Maybe it's a job that you want to pursue. Maybe it's education, a degree you want to pursue. And if in particular, if you are already out on your own, working, away from your family, your parental home, working and having to pay your way with rent, or if you bought a house, mortgage, stuff, everything else that comes with having a place of residence, you might be wondering how you would pursue a degree in order for you to go after the career that you would like to pursue, which might be something like being a marine biologist, for example. So how am I going to be able to do this study to get my degree and work at the same time? How am I going to be able to afford to pay for schooling and my residence and my life? So those are the kind of things that you might be thinking about and not knowing. It is just it says here on the Tarot card that it's uncertain, a secret matter, a mystery, hidden things. So it's and it says knowledge of one's destiny, knowledge of future matters. So you might be feeling as though like truly driven towards something, achieving something in your life. Even if it's becoming more spiritually evolved, or just, spiritually evolved, it might be something that you really feel is the right direction for you. You just know it. There's nothing else you can think about. That's all you can think about, is becoming more spiritually evolved or pursuing this particular thing or way to go. Relationship, person. Could be a person that you know is the one for you and is right for you, so you want to pursue it. Pursue a relationship with them. Get married and have a family with them and whatnot. Now, if it's something to do with retirement, you're in your elder years, it might be something that you may have had as a side hustle while you worked part-time, full-time, before you retired. And now it's like, now that you're retired from that, it's opened up the field for you to be able to pursue doing this more, not necessarily full-time, but if that's what you want to do, but really digging into it, really putting your full heart and soul into the time and energy you put into pursuing something. Like maybe you're an artist or a musician, singer. Maybe you are a pianist. That's like being a musician. Maybe you are somebody who likes to work with wood, building things, maybe carving. Maybe you like to garden, do landscaping, that kind of thing. Maybe you're just into doing, just touring or hiking, being out in nature, enjoying all the lakes, rivers, and mountains and the ocean or whatever is in your backyard, kind of thing. Maybe you love horses and you just want to start raising horses or just owning some horses so that you can spend time, cleaning them, bathing them, taking care of them, feeding them, just enjoying time spent with them, smelling them, right? Horses smell good, and riding, horseback riding, going on horseback rides through your property or the surrounding natural area. Okay, so let's find out more from Archangel Michael. For Libra, we have the Queen of Swords. That's about seeking truth, but that's also about high intuition. Someone who is highly in touch with their intuition, their inner knowing. They seek the truth. But they are also, being the feminine energy of the swords, she's also flexible in the sense that she has a bit of compassion. She doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. There's no emotions, but she has got the ability to be receptive to other people's ideas. Yeah. She's not going to say it's my way or the highway, or that it's got to be black or it's got to be white. It's going to be about, okay, what do you have to say? I'd like to hear you out. The Three of Wands, that's pursuing, being prepared to pursue something, waiting for the ship to come in. We have Eight of Cups, that's leaving whatever you have put an investment in your life at this particular point in time, putting that on the back burner, or like leaving it behind completely. Like if you're going into retirement, you're leaving your job. If you're going to be going back to school, You're going to be leaving the life of being someone who is not a student. For example, you're going to become a student as well as somebody who works, because you got to work in order for you to be able to continue paying for your residence in your life. So you're going to be walking away from any investment of being someone who has got a lot of free time on your hands, because you're currently not studying. Once you become a student, you're going, especially if you got to work, you're going to be very, 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 very busy. Very busy. But if that's what you want to go for, you're going to make it happen. The Tower is letting things come to a close. You're walking away from it, and you're letting things go to dissolve whatever foundation, whatever life you've built up to this point, like I'm just talking about. You're pretty much going to be saying it's not going to be the same ever again. And you pursue something that you really are feeling deeply inspired to do. It is all about that. It's about life transformation. It's about doing something that's just going to make you feel rah, like you're just like, yes. You wake up in the morning and you just can't wait. You're itching to get busy pursuing it, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. So you're going to let the divine come in and pretty much wipe away any other ideas or previous pursuits or previous things that you might have already started. You're going to be like saying, I've got to put my whole mind, my whole energy into this, because it's something that I've been waiting to achieve or wanting to achieve for a long time, but I could never see how it was going to happen. But I'm feeling awfully inspired right now. Be inspired, awfully inspired, to realize that the time is now, even though there's so much that I can't see, that I don't know, how it's going to work out, what's my next step, all that sort of stuff. You're just kind of going with the flow. You're allowing yourself to make the final decision to answer the call of what is inspiring you by cutting away everything that is not inspiring to you, and putting an end to trying to make ends meet kind of thing. Trying to make ends meet, just doing it kind of blindly, a little bit blindly, because this is a true wish fulfillment. The wish has already been granted to you. It's just a matter of you catching up to it, and that's where you've got to take the risk as a fool. And just take a leap of faith, jump into the unknown, jump into the unfamiliar, jump into the unknown, like where is this river going to take me, kind of thing, and just jump into the uncomfortableness of it. All right, so. Very good. The Wheel of Fortune. Of course, this is always up to you. You're the last one. You're the one who has to make the final decision. But we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is the divine saying, this is your destiny. It's a destiny call for you. Prosperity and abundance. Because you follow your destiny, your life will be abundant. It will be prosperous. You don't have to worry about, is this going to be something that I can make a living off, or just, is this going to be something that can sustain me financially to be able to continue having a roof, whatever that looks like to you, whatever you envision a roof to look like to you, over my head, clothes on my back, and food in my belly. Heat when I need it, and cold when I need it, kind of thing. 9 of Pentacles. That's being very independent, but also very successful. Quite affluent in the ways of being able to make things come to you. This is like pre-Empress energy, so you are so close to having it all. 10 of Pentacles. You're so close to, you will be feeling like you're part of nature. You will be feeling that this is like, see how she's kind of wrapped up in her pentacles? It's kind of like wearing a coat, right? A coat of pentacles. So she is being wrapped in the abundance and the prosperity of the desire that she's pursuing. So the desire, having the heart for it, the mind for it, and just the motivation and courage to do it, even stepping into the unknown, just doing it, it's going to wrap you up in it to the point where you're going to feel like you're okay, you're taken care of, that the divine's got you back for number one, but it's just that the world is going to bow to you. You're going to have to work hard, of course. There's none of this, you're just going to step out in the sunlight and everything just comes to you. But it's you're going to want to. I mean, it's neither here nor there about whether or not you have the desire or the gusto to work hard for going towards something, because this very thing is something that you would do anything for. Short of murder, of course, right? So the Ten of Pentacles, here's the Ten of Pentacles. So you see, you step out in nature, you step out in the sunlight, and you say, come and get me, because I'm going to come and get you. So, let's meet halfway kind of thing. And it's going to rush in, and it's going to, the energy's just going to swirl around you, and you're just going to feel so caught up in the energy of pursuing the very thing that makes your heart smile. And it's just going to be, you're going to be totally 101% invested in pursuing this. It's going to be something that you're going to commit your full heart to. Even if you still have to work at a job, 9 to 5 or whatever it is, in order for you to pursue the education that you need. You're going to do it, and you're going to study until, your eyes are popping out of your head, and your fingers are raw from writing or typing up papers and doing studying for exams and doing reports and just some homework things, right? You're going to do it because there's something at the end of that educational period where you graduate and get your degree, that your degree is going to open up the door to this wide vista of whatever it is that you truly want, that you're doing all this for. You got the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is like being strategic, right? Strategic, but also resourceful. This one here, it looks like he's patiently waiting in the shadows kind of thing, patiently waiting for his prey or whatever is his target. So it's a matter of, especially if you're seeking education, you have to have patience to get through school in order to get the degree that you need in order for you to pursue whatever it is that really rings your bell. Yeah, ticks your clock. Yeah. So, strategy, you got a strategy with the Seven of Swords. With the Six of Swords, that strategy is going to see you go from where you are now to where it is that you truly want to be. The problem solved, and we don't have to really look at this as being a problem if you don't have to, that you're not experiencing it right now. You don't have to say that's a problem. Just say that it's something that needs a solution. That the solution is you doing that, you being with that. And it's not only about the outcome, it's about the journey of getting there. That's very important. The Five of Pentacles is you saying to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to shut the door on my success anymore. I'm not going to shut the door on my fun. I'm not going to shut the door on my excitement about living my life, because now I have the inspiration to want to move through, pull off a heist, right? Be strategic. Pull off a heist of achieving whatever it is that I'm feeling all fired up to do. And then the Ten of Cups, and some of you might have something to do with, like I said earlier, where you're feeling inspired because there's someone that you want to be in a relationship with. You feel like they're the one for you, and you want to get married and have kids, start a family, all that sort of stuff. But Ten of Cups is also just about, this is your happily ever after feeling. It's like, I couldn't be happier going on this journey, moving towards what it is that I can now do. I feel like I'm okay to do this. All I have to do is put one little toe in the river. You know, like, is it Moses? I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. Whoever it was in the Bible that stuck there, that they had to put their foot in the raging river before God came in and divided the sea. Is it the Red Sea? Yeah, divided the sea up so that you could just see the mud, right? The bottom of the river there, the bottom, and that you could traipse through, get across to the other side, to the other bank of the river safely. You might have to carry a few pounds of mud on your shoes, but to do it. But you're not going to be trying to wade through who knows how deep of water that was swiftly moving very, very fast. That would have likely swept you and everybody else behind you away. Yeah. So it's just a matter of you sticking one little tiny toe in the river, and that's telling God, or telling your higher self, your soul that's inspiring you to take this journey. It's telling your soul you're ready, and that you trust that everything will come just at when you need it to happen, and you'll safely circumvent the whatever obstacle that might be in your way. And for Moses, if it was Moses, it was this raging river, sea, whatever it was. Yeah. I know a little bit about this stuff, just not to get through. Okay, so the Page of Swords, and it's going to be, you're going to look back at the past, and you're going to say, I'm moving forward in my truth, this is my truth. This is what's right for me. This is right for me. The past is what got me here. So thank you for the past, right? The past, no matter how difficult or nasty or whatever you didn't like about it, it got me here. And so I am saying so long to the past, walk away from it, right? Letting the divine come in and bring it down for you, on behalf of for you. And it's about receiving more information, messenger, right? And this is the student page. This one's the student page. It's the Page of Swords. So you'll be moving forward in your truth, knowing that this is exactly what you need to be doing. You're very happy to be doing, and that the past is what got you here. So I honor the past, even though how difficult it might have been for you. I honor it. And when you honor the past, it's like you're saying, God, I trust you, or I trust the divine, I trust the higher power, I trust whatever it was that got me through everything, as difficult as it might have been, or as easy as it might have been. I trust that there was a reason for it. Basically, that's what it comes down to. I trust there's a reason for it, and I'm just waiting. I'm going to be waiting to learn more about what it is I need to know. Because remember, this is about you stepping into the unknown, the mystery of it, of whatever it is that you're pursuing. And like I said, this could also be a spiritual journey that you're going on. The back of the deck, we have the Magician. Well, that's you manifesting the very thing that you desire. Six of Pentacles is like it's all balance and give. Whatever you put into it, you're going to get back in same, if not more. Especially when it's coming to you via the divine, you get it back tenfold. So really, you just have to put like a mustard seed into it, and you're going to get a whole crop as a result of planting that mustard seed. That one little tiny seed. Yeah. And then we have the Nine of Wands. It's going to make you feel a little weary at times because, hey, this is going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your focus, and a lot of your energy. But you're like the King of Swords now. Where was the Queen of Swords here? You're in this perfect energy. Perfect energy. You're still seeking the truth, but you're wiser. You're much wiser now, and you still are intuitively connected. But you are seeing, you have a better vantage point now as where you did not before. You, as the Queen of Swords, you were still kind of in the unknown, having to rely on your intuition. Of course, you still rely on your intuition because actually it's more powerful now because you've been taking the journey. It's more powerful now. And I was going to say, it's more powerful now. And yes, you got the vantage point of standing from seeing things from above now, because, well, like I said, with the Page of Swords, you're looking back at the past and you've seen how everything happened for a reason. Everything had to happen the way it happened for you to be standing where you're standing now. Wiser and at a much higher vantage point. So you're able to see what it is that you weren't able to see before. Kind of like the High Priestess, right? You're seeing all that was never revealed to you before. It's being revealed to you now. And that's getting you moving on the journey at a really good clip. You know, this is, you balance the yin and the yang of the energy, and that's you going, yee-haw! Yee-haw! I'm doing this. I'm enjoying my life now. I'm enjoying my time. And then we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and so forth and so on. So you could be, you know, also with the Queen of Wands, that's like, she takes no prisoners, you know, she just does it. She is very confident, of course, you know, very well liked. She's the center of the party, you know, but irregardless, she is somebody who just does. She does it. Someone tells her to do it, and she says, okay, if it's right for me and it's right for anyone else involved, then I'll do it. But I will never back down from a challenge. Never. So any obstacle that comes along, she finds a way around it because she's also intuitively connected as well. Remember, you are very, very intuitively connected up here on the mountaintop. So yeah, it looks like a really great reading for you today, Libra. So go for it. Go for it if that's what you're feeling driven to do. But this is all about being inspired, and that there's something on your bucket list to truly pursue, like really pursue, to the point where you can't think about anything else, and that it just really, you don't even want to sleep. You just want to, you know, you got to go to bed because you're tired, and you need to dream, because if you don't dream, you could die if you don't dream, right? People who say they don't dream, they do, because if you didn't dream, if you didn't go through the REM stage of the sleep cycles, if you did that for too long of a period, if you couldn't, if for some reason you couldn't, but you do. But if you couldn't, then you would end up getting very sick and dying, because it's the REM phase of the sleep cycle that recharges our batteries, our whole biological system. Okay, so apart from that, yes, you are going to be, you know, living it high because you are following a dream, whatever that is for you. So best of luck with that, and check back in with us in a couple weeks when your zodiac reading comes back around, and please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye for now.